Hello everyone, how are you? I hope your day has been going well. Today is my second week of vacation, a vacation that I didn't have for a long time. I've been longing to have some time off and I cannot believe that it's almost over. Today's Wednesday and I have to get back to work on Monday. I must admit that I find it unusual to be outside of the office and have all the time to myself. It sounds so normal, right, to have your time for yourself, but somehow I feel a little bit anxious. Like I have so much time to do and I feel like instead of just focusing on one thing, I'm trying to get everything done and in the end I feel exhausted. So trying to figure out how it is to be, what it means to be on vacation, to be on a well-deserved time off instead of just being overwhelmed, which I've been for a long time, just to enjoy my routine and do nothing. I think nowadays we are so afraid to do nothing and to be bored. We have so many distractions. Like if I get bored, I can just simply take out my phone and start scrolling. We are afraid of boredom. I admit that I'm afraid to be bored. I'm afraid to do nothing when I think that I can do something, but the funny thing that at the end I'm not doing anything, and probably some of you can relate to me, that we get so overwhelmed by the idea of the never-ending amount of tasks and then in the end we don't do nothing and we feel bad about ourselves that we were supposed to do something but we didn't do at the end anything. So I got ready. I decided to just to put some makeup on and wash my hair because for the 2 days in a row I was not going out. I just stayed by myself at home. I didn't talk to anyone and I'm not feeling well when I'm staying captivated in my room, in my own space. It's not good for me. So the sun is there. I'm so happy that today is a good weather. I'll take you with me outside and we will get some fresh air because staying in the four walls, staying at home is not the best strategy. Just a quick look at my outfit of the day. It's pretty simple. I'm wearing this warm scarf because it's cold outside and it's actually double-sided, but today I'm feeling like this side of the scarf, a long coat and a leather pants that I took out. Actually, it's a good time for leather pants and my boots. So pretty simple. I need to wear warm clothes and yeah. Let's go to the world and let's get some fresh air. I'm gonna take you to my favorite department in the supermarket. This is the part with the chocolate, and the amount of different chocolates in Switzerland is just crazy. You cannot even imagine how many chocolates you can find here. So here we have different advent calendar because now it's beginning of November and soon the people will be opening those little windows here, you see, and get the chocolate. Each window signifies a day where you, before Christmas, that you have to open and eat your chocolate. We have some action, some promotions on chocolate, black chocolate, milk chocolate. This is my favorite sticks. I love to eat them after lunch with my coffee. You have a big pack of 30 chocolate sticks. And what is the price? I don't see the price. The price is 33 Swiss francs. Let's go a little bit further. Here we have a different selection of chocolate again. People in Switzerland rarely eat this Kinder Bueno, Celebrations, M&M's, Kit Kat. As far as I know, they don't like it that much. Here we have this Swiss lean chocolate. Also, this is a good option if you're traveling. I would strongly advise you to buy this type of chocolate because you can share it with everyone. And for example, if you want to bring some chocolate to your colleagues, this is a great choice for a big company. And sometimes you can even find discounts. For example, now you have this bag for 50% discount. All this bag only for 8 Swiss francs. I find it's a good deal. Then we have Ragusa, another famous Swiss chocolate, probably less known than Lindt and Caillé, but also, nevertheless, very good chocolate. This is my favorite one, the classic one. It's with the chocolate nougat, milk chocolate nougat, and with the hazelnuts. Just look at the selection of dark chocolate here. This whole aisle is Lindt, and here we have a sister, or I would say brother of Lindt, Caillé. Also, if you visit Switzerland, I would advise you to visit a factory, Caillé factory, which is located in close to Gruyère, and you can fit them in a one-day trip, going to the chocolate factory and to the cheese factory. Of course, a super famous Toblerone. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Toblerone, I just don't like this crunchy filling inside, but you will find a lot of option. Born Swiss, for example, a lot of chocolate. And what do we find here? Here is a typical Aveline, the chocolate, the Geneva edition, that you can bring to your family from Geneva. And the price is 28 Swiss francs per box like this. All in all, this is my favorite department here in Manor. There is so much choice here, and I advise you to come here when you're looking for some souvenirs to bring from Switzerland. You can never go wrong with the chocolate, and you will find a lot of option here. For example, if you want to bring something more special, not a simple Lindt or Caillé chocolate, there's this. And what I like about this brand is that they have these cute boxes here. So it's not only bringing the Swiss chocolate, but also a long-lasting memory. And we know that usually people use those boxes to put different sort of things like needles, pencils, or whatever they can fit in those boxes, and they will remember it for the rest of their lives probably. You can also select yourself and choose what kind of chocolate you like here, and then you have to weight it, obviously. And it's also a good option if you don't want to select the one that was already made for you. So this is a good option to gift it to someone. Dior perfumes. They smell very good, I must admit. I once smelled, I think, where is this one? La Col Noir. What is the price actually? 100 milliliters is 300 Swiss francs, 200 milliliters, 450. La Colombe Noire. Look, the bottle is huge. It probably will last you for a long time, probably a couple of years. And they're very strong though. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the strong perfumes like this. This is the Jasmine des Anges. Huge bottle. And you can even custom your bottle. You can select different type of covers. Look here. Beautiful. From the amount of boxes
I can say that the Christmas is approaching and New Year's, because people usually like to buy this kind of boxes for as a present. Lancome, different type of perfumes for 64 Swiss francs. Let's keep going. What do we have here? Valentino, Armani. Armani is a strong one. This one will last probably for a couple of days. You will smell like an older woman. I don't think that this is a smell for young girls. Prada. Let me check what do they have here at Prada. It's very subtle smell. This one. Let me check. I feel like I smelled it already somewhere. It smells good. Oh, actually, I see the Jo Malone perfumes here. Look what I found here. The infusion of Prada of the rhubarb. I'm curious how it smells. But the bottle looks very pretty. Let me check how it smells. It's a very strong smell. It smells like a summer garden with the berries. The summery smell is definitely not the one for winter. Here we have some different types of infusion smells from Prada. One more time. Let me check this one, the Infusion de Fille. It's very sweet. It's definitely a summery smell. Guerlain. I don't know how to pronounce this brand, but I don't like their perfumes. They're also very summery. Alana, they always have the limited edition before festive season, and this time they have the sandalwood and spice apricot, and this one is orange bitters, and it smells very good. I feel like they had last time something similar. Well, it smells like orange, but it's a very festive season type of smell. I was actually going to check out the terrace here in Manor because I've heard that there is a terrace on the top floor, and I just got lost between the aisles of perfumes and cosmetics. Luckily, I haven't bought anything because I don't need anything. Just I'm looking for perfumes, but it's not something urgent. It's something that can wait. I'm trying to be smart about my purchases, so let's actually go and check if there is a terrace on the top. So supposedly the terrace has to be here, or is it actually a restaurant? Because I'm not sure I need something from the restaurant. I assume it's closed. A good idea for someone who doesn't know where to go and have lunch in Switzerland. I assume they have a good selection of food, but I'm more into the mood for coffee, so I'm not sure I'm really keen on staying here, and it's also pretty busy, so I might just go to the coffee shop down the road. But for someone who is just looking for a place to eat, and if you were shopping here, it's probably a good place to stop by and have some food. They have a ready-made food, and you can see the kitchen is open, so I believe it can be a good option.
Hello guys, I just got back home. Today I spent entirely the whole day by myself and I had such a great time in the cafe that I went earlier. I was longing for a long time to visit this cozy coffee place which has not been turned into an Apple store. I feel like lately all the coffee places they resemble an Apple store. I don't know if you noticed the tendency that the modern coffee places they do resemble Apple stores. You know, they have those white tables with concrete floor, concrete walls, and they're completely soulless, I find. And today I visited a coffee place that felt so cozy. That really felt it actually was not a coffee place, it was a restaurant. But they served coffee as well and desserts, and I spent there probably like 2 hours. I was reading a book and there were only like elderly people reading a newspaper and having their food or coffee. And then a waiter, I ordered ice cream with a whipped cream and a coffee. And I was reading my book quietly, and then a waiter was asking me, what kind of book am I reading? Because I read quite an old book. And he was telling me, oh, I noticed that this is an old book. I adore old books. They even smell differently. And we chatted a bit with him regarding books. And then as soon as I finished ice cream, he took my cup and he's like, I'll give you another one. You need to have more ice cream. Now it's winter. We have to make some fat. And I couldn't resist. So he brought me one more ice cream. And then I was reading my book and I sipping my coffee quietly. And then he brought me another coffee. Yeah, so I spent probably way too much time there. But I had a great time in this coffee place. And then after I decided to go to the cinema, I was like, why not to go to the cinema when I'll have a second chance to just go on a random Wednesday afternoon to the cinema? It's not that often that I have this chance to just spend an entire day just walking around and enjoying my free time and thinking of life. So I use every minute of it. Because later on, I don't know when it's the next chance, when it's the next time I'll have a chance to do whatever I want to do during the day, except of being in the office. So I'm very grateful for this day, and I hope you had a good day as well, and I wish you a pleasant evening, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm really grateful for all your support. See you in the next videos. Bye bye. Good morning everyone. I just woke up and guess what? Today we had our very first snow of the year and we are only in November, and I'm not very happy about that because it means that it's freezing outside. Obviously I'm more than sure that it will all go away until the end of the day, but it's gonna be very, very cold. It's not exactly what I wanted. Luckily, I took out my winter jacket because I assume it's very cold outside. We'll check. I'm not sure.